And welcome to Numbers Over Nonsense. Bring Your Facts podcast. Today, I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit about what's going on, my opinion on what's going on in the sports world. All around what's going on. Let's jump right into it. Bill Belichick to the North Carolina Tar Heels. 5-year deal, $10 million a year, $50 million. It's good for the program. Bill's going to bring eyes to the program, something that actually the football team don't get as much as, of course, the basketball team. Basketball team always gets all the love. So now they're gonna try to do it with the football team. Bill Belichick gonna have Jordan behind them because I know Jordan gonna get involved. Jordan was trying to get to a winner, and this is Auburn school that he went to. Listen, there's only a certain kind of player that can play for Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is a very hard-nosed, old-school coach. And I say he's 72 years old. So he's stuck in his ways. These new players is built different. And with the NIL money that they're getting, they don't got to kiss his ass necessarily to make it, honestly. And then now with the transfer portal rules, you can go from team to team each year. This is almost like NCAA 25. You can play for Carolina, fucking Colorado, Oregon, and Miami all 4 years if you want. It don't matter no more. So certain players, there is going to be certain players that's going to go there because it's Bill Belichick and find out it's not going to work for you there. And like my boy told me, it's going to be that one freshman that's going to fumble the ball, and you're not going to see the field the rest of the year. I'm telling you, man. It's that's just how it is when it comes to these hard-nosed coaches, and now with the players having the freedom to move as much as they want, Bill's going to be Bill's gonna have to soften up just a little bit. I'm not saying a lot. Bill's gonna. I mean, when it comes to the way your own field product is, Bill's not gonna soften up. Bill's always been hard nosed when it comes to on the field, actions. But when I mean soften up, Bill's gonna have to soften up when it comes to the access that the players are allowed to have, the access to the locker room a little bit. Like Bill gonna have to soften up on them because that's what draws the kids in nowadays is them being able to promote their self. Self promotion is what these kids want nowadays, and that's what they want. So they can make more NIL money off the field and all that type of stuff. Um, so with Bill going there, it's definitely going to put a damper in a lot of players. I mean, a lot of schools, man. Bill gonna get some players, man. Especially when it comes to the portal work. Bill gonna get some players, man. That's gonna want to come play for him because of what he has done in the NFL, and with his connections to the NFL. People going to want to go there, thinking that you can make it there if you can play for Bill. Similar to what Colorado's doing. But we all know Deion Sanders is more open. His locker room is a little bit more open to people. He lets players, be themselves and, have video cameras and film themselves and sell themselves. Deion understands this a little bit more probably than what Bill does. Or maybe Bill understands it, he just don't care. He's stuck in his ways. I mean, you can look at it that way too. I mean, it's Bill Belichick, so but 5-year deal for a 72-year-old man. So basically Bill's going till he's 77 on this contract. Um The team will be a lot improved. Bowl game, yes. Playoffs, pump the brakes a little bit. Maybe his third year, he can maybe get to the playoffs, maybe like the 12th, 11th seed. But it definitely won't happen in the first 2 years. I mean, look at Deion Sanders. He couldn't even do it in his first 2 years. And he had arguably the best player in college football on his team with the best quarterback in my opinion. Some people might say Cam Ward, but whatever. Um, yeah, so don't have super crazy high expectations for the Carolina team to win a national championship or anything like that. Just hold off, have real expectations like that. But speaking of the best player in college football, the AP College Player of the Year, Travis Hunter, the Ronnie Lott. I think that's Ronnie Lott. Or it's the Lott. I think it's Ronnie Lott. The Lott Player of the Year, most impactful defensive player of the year, Travis Hunter. Fred Biletnikoff Award winner, Travis Hunter. Paul Warning, I'm saying right, Warren Award winner, 2 years in a row, Travis Hunter. Chuck McNair Award winner, Travis Hunter. The Big 12 Award winner for Defensive Player of the Year, Travis Hunter. Just give him the fucking Heisman, man. Don't give him all these awards and hype it up. Travis Hunter should win the fucking Heisman. Point blank, period. AP gave him the Player of the Year. Give him. I believe Travis deserves the Heisman as well. It looks like if you win the AP Player of the Year, you win the Heisman most of the time, especially in the last couple of years. So, with that being said, I believe Travis Hunter should definitely win the Heisman on Saturday. Shout out to Travis for signing his deal with Adidas. He's an Adidas athlete. Shout out to Shador. He officially signed his deal to be a true athlete for Nike, which we kind of figured out because he said he wanted to build off his dad's shoe, and have his own shoe as well. So shout out to them two for definitely doing what they got to do when it comes to this. Now, listen, Travis should be the first player off the board, unless it's the Giants or the Raiders that gets the number 1 overall pick. The reason why I say that is because the Giants and the Raiders need a quarterback. Now, look at this: the Giants have not trusted in the black quarterback. Period. With the keys to their franchise. So these are to me are the best two quarterbacks, especially in the draft, especially what's going on. So if the Giants pass on these two quarterbacks and they sitting there, I'm gonna say it right here on my show, Giants is fucking racist. No bullshit. Um, to me, if I'm the Giants, I'm taking Cam Ward. I'm taking Cam Ward for two reasons. One, my offensive line is not the best. Cam Ward can move better than Shador around the pocket. He's more agile and everything. Two, Deion Sanders. The reason why I do take Cam Ward over Shador from the Giants is because Deion Sanders will be linked to your team as the next head coach for as long as Shador is playing for your team. And don't nobody want that, especially if it's not going to happen. Period. If it's not going to happen, they shouldn't force it in no type of way. And I don't believe Deion's leaving Colorado because Colorado just got stacked again, especially with Juju Lewis. To me, I think the best quarterback in high school who's going to Colorado. A couple pieces that they're picking up at the wide receivers, the linemen that they're picking up from ING Academy, the defense. So Colorado's getting stacked slowly. So I don't see Deion leaving soon. So that's why if I'm the Giants, I'm picking up Cam Ward. One, you don't got to deal with the Deion Sanders rumors every fucking year. And two, the offensive line is very shaky, and Cam can get out of there a little bit better than Shador. Now the Raiders. When it comes to the Raiders, with them having Tom Brady, which Shador is a Tom Brady athlete, it makes all the sense. That's who he looks up to. That's who he patterned his game after a little bit. So I would like to see it with the Raiders. And him going to the Raiders, offensive line ain't the best neither. you definitely got the young tight end. That tight end is on his own one out there at the Raiders. He have his weapons, and then with the Raiders with their picks, they might get some more Colorado players out there with him. Hint, hint, his brother. Hint, hint, Will Shepard, Jimmy Jimmy Horn Jr., uh, Western. He can get some Colorado players with him that he actually played with in Colorado that he thrived with this year, and that's always good too. To already had a camaraderie and stuff like that, and with Pierce being out there, I hope he survived this. They gave away everything from him. One year he had all these pieces. Next year they gave him. So I hope he's allowed to still be the head coach of the Raiders. Yeah. Shout out to Cam Ward though. Um, he won the best college quarterback award this year. Um, that was super dope as well. Cam is getting his getting his looks in the NFL as well. I actually like that. The Davy O'Brien Award. Cam won that. Um, that's dope. He deserved it as well. I don't. Okay, like I just said, I believe Shador is a better quarterback than him. This is my personal opinion. I believe that he is a better quarterback. So when it comes down to it, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm taking Shador and just build my team strictly around him and let him do his thing. And yeah, that's just I gotta. The more I think about it, yeah, I gotta have Shador as my start. Yeah, I gotta have Shador as my start. I like Cam and what he got showed in college. He's been a dog for the last couple of years, but can't. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, yeah. I'm not even going. I'm not even going to convince myself to try to change it. It's Cam. It's Shador all day. I know I personally watch Shador more than I watch Cam Ward, but yeah, I just believe that it's, it's a real thing that Shador. If anybody want to debate me on it, we can debate about it all day. Shit. I really don't. The Jim Thorpe Award winner. Uh, I don't like this because I feel like Travis should have won this as well. They gave it to boy out of Texas. I'm not saying he didn't have a good year, but their reasoning for not giving it to Travis is trash. When you sit there and say that the reason why you're not giving the award to Travis is because he didn't register enough tackles. Like, make that make sense? It don't. But they didn't want him to have everything, in my opinion. Uh, it's trash to me. I'm not shitting on the guy who won it for Texas in no type of way. I'm really not. I just felt like Travis Hunter was the best DB, um, period. And y'all just didn't want him to win everything. So, Jim, the people who run the Jim Thorpe Award, get the fuck out of here. Y'all on some bullshit. Travis Hunter should have won that shit. Point blank, period. Travis Hunter should have won that shit. But let me get back into this. Let's switch topics a little bit. Let's get to the NBA Cup. The NBA Cup been going on. Everybody know the games is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We down to the final four teams. We got the Bucks versus the Hawks, and we got the Thunder versus the Rockets. Now, my heart, like I said, my heart wants to see the Rockets versus the Hawks young guys running. You know what I mean? Young guys getting it done. A lot of young, there's a lot of young pieces, especially on that Rockets team. The Rockets team is young, and that coach got them boys right. The Rockets is just right. No pun intended, but they right. Then the Thunder. They had SGA. So the Thunder was in the Western Conference Finals last year. So we all know what the Thunders is capable. We know the Thunders are capable of, and all that. So what I believe the final would be, honestly, would be the Thunder versus the Bucks. And you got Giannis and Dame, and you get SGA and that whole team that just sticks together, plays very well. So I believe that so I'm picking. Let me just get my pick out of the way. I'm picking the Bucks to win the cup this year. I believe the Bucks will win the NBA Cup this year. Doc Rivers, trash ass, will have another championship under his belt. Jimmy Butler. Oh, Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler getting the fuck out of Miami, dog. I think it's time. I think it's time. Jimmy didn't get his money that he wanted from Miami, so I think Miami's going to get rid of him. They linking him. I think Jimmy wants to go to the Suns. Um, I would love to see it, but I don't think Pat wants back Bradley Bill. I think Pat wants him back in the trade. With the money and everything. I think it would have to be Bradley Bill. The Suns ain't giving up Devin Booker, and they damn sure ain't giving up KD. So if I was them, I would have gave Jimmy his money. I understand Jimmy's been hurt a lot. Jimmy's been going through some things, but playoff Jimmy is real. Playoff Jimmy is definitely real. Jimmy is a bucket when you need him. He goes to the Suns though. If it miraculously happens, like the Suns, but they're still missing the big man in the middle, and it's going to be kind of it's not going to be what you really wanted. When it comes to the Suns, you're still going to be missing more when it comes to the Suns. It's going to be like you know waiting for things for the Suns. I would love to see it. Don't get it wrong, but the Suns still going to be missing a piece. Um, I don't like Devin Booker at the point. I like Devin Booker at the two. They need a true point guard still, and then they still need a big man outside of they don't need to play Bobo, but they still need a big man that can really get it done. That's what they're missing out there in the Suns. Let's get into this, man. NFL time, man. Let's get into the best game I think of the weekend. Uh, fight for Philadelphia. I mean, the fight for Pennsylvania. I'm sorry, Philadelphia. The fight for Pennsylvania. We got the Eagles versus the Steelers. It's a fight for Pennsylvania, and it's also a fight. I got my best friend, who's a Steelers fan. I got my wife, who's a goddamn Eagles fan. They talking shit already to each other all day long. I think the shit is hilarious and funny at the same time. I'm picking the Eagles. Yes, a Dallas Cowboy fan is picking the Eagles. Yes, I am. I said it. Picking the Eagles, and I have something to say about the Eagles. So, the only people that can beat the Eagles is the Eagles. Whether it's the coaching staff or the fucking players. Let me break this down real quick. AJ Brown, motherfucker, you're winning. Motherfucker, you could still be in Tennessee right now. With Will Levis throwing you the ball. Yeah, I know you're disappointed you had 4 catches for 43 yards. But do not implode this team. Because I believe that's the only how the Eagles can lose is by imploding. You do not make anything public. Keep it to yourself. You talk to your offensive coordinator, talk to your QB, and talk to your head coach. You do not say nothing in the fucking media about that. You put a fake smile on your face, shake hands, sign autographs, and go home. You do not make this shit public. Now look at this shit. It's a fucking story everywhere. Calling you the next TL and Donovan McNabb situation. Yes, I know you're frustrated. You've been injured too, on top of that. But stay focused. It's all about winning a Super Bowl, bro. You're not in your contract year. Don't nobody believe you declining. Everybody know you still him. So at the end of the day, continue to be him. Don't fuck it up in no way, shape, or form. You fuck it up, you going to implode this team. You have the best running back in the NFL right now, bro. You got the best running back in the NFL right now. You about to have a 2,000-yard running back. So if I guarantee you, if you look at the history of it, if you got a 2,000-yard running back, you probably don't got a 2,000-yard wide receiver as well. Just win. That's all you got to do. Just win, be constant about it, and you will be okay, bro. Your team is destined to win. Your offense is kicking ass. Now, your defense, it make plays. It make plays enough to where you can do certain things. Um, they make plays. They bend it, they don't break. They one of them type of defenses, but it's still enough to get the job done. But you, as being a good player that you or the great player that you are, can't get mad about this, man. Y'all should have lost that fucking game. I mean, let's be honest. Y'all should have lost that game against Carolina. If that's a more veteran team, y'all lose that game. Y'all play like shit. Y'all play down to your competition instead of squashing your competition. So that's all I'm gonna say about the Eagles, man. Like, don't implode. Don't implode. Oh, another thing. Steelers ain't beat the Eagles in Philadelphia since 1965. Goddamn. Facts is real. Bring your facts. I think I just brought a fact with me. All right. Listen, I done played football from the age of 4 years old to 18. All right. I done been on blowouts where I blew teams out, and I done been where I lost against teams. Michael Parsons, I love you to death, bro. You one of them ones, bro. You a cowboy. You wear it proudly. Don't you ever fucking walk off the field before the game is over like that again, bro. Shit ain't cool. I don't condone that shit, bro. Because I guarantee you didn't walk off the field early on Thanksgiving. You didn't, in any other game we won this year that you was a part of, you didn't walk off the field early. Don't do that shit in the loss. I understand you frustrated. I understand you feel like we should have been a better team. But you stand there. You're supposed to be one of our best marquee players, one of our best players on the team, period. Not just the defense. You do not walk off the fucking court like that. Walk off the field. That shit ain't cool, bro. Like, I know you talked about it on your podcast a little bit, but that's bullshit what you did, bro. Like, I understand you frustrated, bro. You not having the season that you wanted. We not having the season as we wanted as a team. But you don't get up and you don't walk away, bro. You don't do that shit, bro. You stand there, dog. No diddy, you take it. Cause just like we put belt the ass on people, shit can happen to us, and I know it's been happening to us all year. So I understand that, Micah, but like just stand there, bro. Be a man, bro. For real. Don't be no little kid, dog. Know what I mean? We're real Cowboy fans. We're real Cowboys. I'm a real one, dog. I'm a real Cowboy fan, bro. I ain't going nowhere. I'm with y'all. But that's some bullshit right there. Do some shit like that, bro. Nah, I don't give a fuck, bro. You don't do no shit like that. Other news, man. Cause I'm getting a little frustrated talking about this shit. My Cowboys. Ugh, 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 ugh. Bullshit season. Another team actually playing Thursday night. 49ers took the loss against the LA Rams. Niners. Niners gang. I think y'all having a down season just like the Cowboys is. I know y'all been hit with the injury bug a lot this year. And, you know, that's the NFL, bro. Um, yeah. So yeah, the Niners took their loss tonight against the LA Rams. Yeah, I think the Niners are officially eliminated now. So we're gonna see. Yeah, the Commanders versus the Saints. I like the Commanders in that game. Got the Chiefs versus the Browns. I like the Browns in that game. Got Cincinnati versus Tennessee. I like Cincinnati in that game. Dolphins versus the Texans. I like the Texans to bounce back. And come on, Texans, just get on the road, do your thing. We got Baltimore versus the Giants. Baltimore. We got the Jets versus the Jaguars. Who gives a fuck? But if I got to pick a team, the Jets. Dallas versus Carolina. Dallas. Stop playing. Dallas. Tampa Bay versus the Chargers. Sneaky game. Very sneaky game. I'm going with Tampa Bay. Colts versus the Broncos. The Broncos is still in playoff contention right now. Sean Payton turned that team around. Um, Tampa Bay. Broncos. I like the Broncos. Patriots versus the Cardinals. Arizona only because I feel like the Patriots wants to get a high line. There's also another good game that's on the key besides the Eagles and Steelers game. Buffalo versus Detroit. Buffalo versus Detroit. Like this saying it out loud. It's like, damn. Like I like Detroit. Of course, I said Eagles versus Steelers. I got the Eagles. Green Bay versus the Seahawks. We talked about it last week with the guys. Gino is a game manager who has not been making a lot of big mistakes. But you also got Jordan Love over there who coming into his own a lot with that team. And Josh Jacobs is picking it up the way he's supposed to. So, with that being said, picking the Packers. The Bears versus the Vikings. It's a Monday night game. We have two Monday night games this week. I don't know why. Stupid shit. Um, Bears Vikings. I like the Vikings. Especially if you get another 5 touchdown day. Sam, yes, for sure. Then we got Atlanta Falcons versus. I mean, yeah, that's what it really be because Cousins be throwing the interceptions. So this is Atlanta Falcons versus the Raiders. The Falcons should win this game on paper. Honestly, Cousins ain't throwing a touchdown. But I'm gonna pick the Falcons. Take a drink to that. I might regret that pick. That's my picks for number 15 at the NFL. Before I sign off on y'all, yeah, I mean I appreciate y'all coming and rocking with me on this podcast real quick. You know, my solo I do once a week. Um, boxing, boxing picking up a little bit, just a little bit, picking up just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Um, Heard it through the grapevine. I don't know how true it is, but I hope it is true. Jerron Boots Ennis versus Lopez. Teofimo Lopez. Listen, I hope it happened for boxing because there's still Boots is not in his prime. He's coming into his prime. Tio might be in his prime, leaving it, but it still would be a good fight. Hope it happened in the Barclays Center. I think that fight would be big for boxing, honestly. Um, when you catching some people at the right time in their career, not when one is completely over the hill and one not coming into his own. So I hope that shit happens for real. Um, yeah, I really hope that shit happens. It's my little boxing news for y'all. Hey yo, Dave CEO Coles, one half of the Rock Boy Network. Shout out to Matt. Shout out the whole squad that's gonna be with me on Sunday. I don't even know how many people we gonna have on Sunday, but I know that show gonna be lit. Yo, man, check us out, man. Rock Boys Network. We got a little bit of everything for y'all over there. Shout out to Z and D Creations. Go get y'all hats, custom beanies, all that type of stuff we got going on. Shout out to my wife.